4.
We're already there.
2,
We're already
1.
there. Look at that. We are on free live stream time, Livingston, man.
I don't know how they do that. It
Free
starts before I start it.
I know. It's absolutely crazy. When we watch these back, that he's like hovering. He's like, look, I'm hovering over the button. I haven't hit it yet. And it records all of that ahead of time. And we haven't even hit the go live button yet. Welcome to We All Go Down Wednesday. This is it, everybody. Welcome. I hope y'all can hear me. I hope y'all can see me.
Everything looks good on the meters, boss.
Yeah, all the levels look good, and it says excellent
Audio
connection
1 and 2
here.
are connected.
Moldy Soldier in the house. Coffee First, Then Speak. Jeep Girl, Betty Lou, K. Paul, Ghost Lincoln in the house. Prepping Mantis, Hunter 25, Cat Lady Homestead 23. Meow. How are you this evening?
Hunter 25. I got to clap back. I'm trying to imagine being you and thinking that the singer from REM has hair.
10 by 10 extra loud tonight.
Explain it to me like I'm 5.
Yeah, I think he is bald.
As he looking like Judge Doom, bro.
Yeah, Mills Lane
showed up like on stage. Like, is he gonna sing a song or is he gonna obliterate Toontown? He just don't even know.
He reminds me of everybody in the preparedness community will know Brad from Full Spectrum Survival. He's more the REM singer than REM everyone. Let's see. Militant Farmer says, Mike, check your phone. You can answer my question on here. Oh, fantastic.
We have a call-in question.
Yeah, that's it. How about that last caller, folks? Let's see. He says, you busy yet? Matter of fact, I am. I'm on a live stream currently. Let's see. How do I make a 2 3/8 hole in a 6-inch piece of wood? I don't have a press, so it has to be a drill bit. I would use a hole saw bit.
Yeah, depending on the thickness of the piece of wood. Hole saw bit,
possibly an extension on it, but you're going to want something that you can tighten down. That way, when you go through, it doesn't fall off the other end.
Yeah.
A hole saw bit is what you're looking for, buddy. You may have to, if the hole is too deep, you may have to drill out a ways and then
come in from the other side.
Remove that chunk and then use that as your guide to keep drilling down through. It's a little bit of a pain in the neck. Helps with a pilot hole if you can get a good straight pilot hole all the way through. But yeah, there's a little free carpentry for everybody on there. Thank you so much, Militant Farmer, for reaching out to me. I hope that helps you at least a little bit.
I suppose you could potentially, if you maybe didn't have a drill strong enough for that, or if you could get a really long bit for your jigsaw and attempt to make the hole by hand. You'd still need to drill a pilot though.
So Militant
6
Farmer,
inches thick.
Yeah, you're gonna want to use that hole saw bit.
And then come in from the other side, maybe?
Well, the hole saw bit is not deep enough. I understand. You're going to drill to the depth of your hole saw bit, and then you're going to pop that piece of wood out with like a pry bar or something. Pop that sucker out, and then use that hole that you have as your guide to drill deeper, and then do it again, and then drill deeper, and then do it again. It's a pain in the ass, but without the right size auger bit, that's a tough one.
Yeah, an auger that big. I mean, you say 2 3/8 or something like that.
Yeah,
that's a pretty big hole. A hole saw kit could easily do it, but your 6-inch thickness is the brutal part. Like Mike said, you're gonna have to keep chiseling away at it and excavate your way through it.
Texas Surplus Pro, East Tennessee Preparedness, Mad Shad in the house, Charmaine Montgomery, My Mother Spark, how are you? Robert Winslow, Billy the Kid Norwood, what's happening, my friend? Virginia Bushcrafters here as well. Excellent. Some random dude in the house. So what's everybody up to on this We All Gonna Die Wednesday? I really don't have too much of an agenda tonight. I don't have a whole lot on the plate. So we can wheel and deal tonight, Livingston, man.
Wheel and deal. You want to negotiate with these people?
I think, you know what I think we need to do? I think we need to change things up here. I think maybe we need to do a little black and white. We get black and white.
What are you guys doing over there?
I don't know, but change things up just a little bit. Wild Viking, welcome.
You've been there the whole time watching us
cello,
like a creeper.
Play cello.
Watching us like a creeper.
They're everywhere. So he's got these cameras set up all over the place. Okay, Outlaw says a paddle bit also. That's pretty cool. That's a good idea. You might have to chip away at it, man. Maybe drill a series of smaller holes around the outside. And
You mean like a spade bit? Like I've never seen one that big. I'm certain they exist, but you know.
Robert Winslow says plunge, plunge, plunge. Sounds like fun.
Just cut the damn hole by hand, Ed.
That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. Man. Yeah. So if you guys have any ideas, we're looking to drill a 2 3/8 inch hole in a 6-inch thick piece of material.
It's not that big.
One shot.
6 inch. It's like this big.
Well, yeah.
He's over here talking about 6 inches.
Well, men
2
by 6 is
men
5
do
and a
indeed
half.
typically do this. It's like 3 inches, bro. It's like 3 inches, bro.
SRD, you know, I haven't
Just keep
seen
going deeper, drill it.
I don't know if I've seen a spade bit at 12 inches, or I'm sorry, at 2 3/8. That's a really big spade bit. 300 survival. Welcome.
The biggest spade, I have a kit, which is by no means like the end all be all, but I mean, the biggest one in that is 1 7/8. And then I feel like they expect you to start using a hole saw.
Well, so perhaps with like a whole hog or something like a commercial drill, you may be able to find a bit like that. It's going to run a hefty price, but yeah, check and see if you can find one of those auger bits. I think who is it? SRD that said that? Some random dude?
You could try like a precision shot, like at close range with like a 12 gauge slug. And then just
I would totally have
hollow
you
it out from
to
there.
NY Prepper on that one. He would know for sure what round you would need to penetrate that. His 416 Ruger will definitely drill that hole for you.
There's easily hole
Eric
saws that
RV
big.
says,
I have like a 6-inch one.
Yeah, I've got a hole saw that big, but the auger bit would be the question. The wood auger bits, if you could find one big enough, or somebody with a lathe that you could mount this sucker to. And
what are you doing? You're punching
hole.
a 2 3/8 inch hole in a 6-inch piece of wood. Like,
Maybe a countertop, like a live slab countertop with a vessel sink on it. That's my initial thoughts, where my head goes immediately.
I was thinking he's doing some kind of joinery. He's going to like pound a peg post or something through it.
Could be.
The ancestors did it. You can do it.
Yeah. Just get your your bow drill out and just start going, man. Just start going to town. You get through there. A Fosner bit says wood knot.
Forstner, but yeah, that could do it too. But all this stuff's going to cost you, like, you're going to have to buy something.
Or borrow one from somebody.
We all go die Wednesday. We are not doing carpentry on Wednesday. Okay, if we die on Wednesday, I'm not drilling no holes in no fucking 6-inch wood.
Terra Firma, welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Livingston, man, I did send you a couple of articles, which we will get to very, very shortly. But right now, I am gonna need you to roll that beautiful bean footage, Livingston, man.
Air raid siren. There can be none of that. None of it. None of it. And poof. Fucking bombs everywhere. Poof. Fucking people getting gunned down in the streets. Fucking citizens have had enough of your shit. Revolution's coming. Revolution's coming. We're fucking done. Revolution's coming. Tell us to take it on the chin. Not likely. You're gonna fucking take it on the chin. When the revolution comes, no sirens, no bells, no fucking whistles. It's just gonna fucking arrive like the morning. Better prep the fuck up.
Get wrecked, scrub. Got him. Direct hit, sir.
He looked, Livingston Man said earlier, he's like, yo, that kind of looks like the Canadian prepper. What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. This is it. This is the real one. The real one. The
big deal. The big deal.
Your off videos keep getting better and better. Eric, thank you so much, man. We put a whole lot of work. I don't know if everybody out there caught it, but the latest episode of Polar Eclipse dropped last night, and we put a lot of work into it. We froze our asses off. We argued in the studio. We stayed up late. It was a whole lot of work, and I hope you guys enjoy it. It was actually, it was kind of fun to shoot. It wasn't perfect, but it's a work in progress. And I think the more we push the envelope, Livingston Man, the better it's going to get. So I think it's going to be pretty cool, man. I really, really do. And I hope you guys enjoy it. That's the big thing. And
it's for y'all, because I mean, we're excited to hear your input on it, because like we watch it over and over again, and we get down into the minutest of details. And what I miss being able to do is to be a person that's never seen it before. Yeah. Once you create something like this, you get a different connection to it that is not like if you were a person that makes music, you can't share the same like headspace as the listener who's never heard the song and is simply hearing it.
Yeah. You're biased. You're biased.
When you have all this technical stuff in mind, and you understand how the magic of it was done, where instead of a person so innocent that doesn't get how it was done and just is seeing it.
Yeah. Roaming Prepper, welcome, my friend. Let's see. Coyote Hill says, I didn't see it. We'll go back to watch.
Godzilla.
So what I've noticed is we've had a lot more views on episode 2 than we did on episode 1. So if you watch them, we got a playlist for them. If you watch them in order, it's episode 1, 2, and 3. And then you get the whole kind of story playing out. And when this thing's all said and done, I promised the subscriber that we would condense everything into one long feature film. And Jay Creature says it needs Godzilla music, and we have the Godzilla writer himself, the Livingston Man, right here, who intends to score it when it's all said and done. Pinup Prepper, welcome. Random JL, welcome. Rescue, my friend, how are you?
Of all these pretty ladies that help me do my work.
They're beautiful. And knowing how to use them is a good thing too.
Just touch them. My
son got the music bug. I had it when I was younger, but I didn't really, nurture that seed.
Like a SoundCloud rapper?
It went, no, way worse than that. Worse than that. Jay Creature says the Polar movie was great. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
It was still a better love story than Twilight. Am I right?
Billy Bird says, now that Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival is getting famous, will we have to start paying? No, sir. And
I don't know who's getting famous around here, but
no. And not famous, not rich, not nothing. It is our no budget movie. Completely crowdfunded by you guys, and all your donations we've been throwing into props and things like that. And it will continue to, man. We really appreciate it.
We bought a whole bunch of red lights, and we just left it at that.
Yeah. Everyday Hero Truth Channel, welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. So, you guys know my standpoint on comets. I believe that they are harbingers of doom and destruction, right? So comets suck. Every time they come around, something fucking bad happens, right? Every time these things are just bad omens. And guess what? We got another one coming. We got another comet coming. This one is called how the hell do you say that, Livingston Man?
Oh my goodness.
Tushanam Atlas.
It'll be
A3. We'll just call it Atlas A3. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. No, we're just gonna skip Atlas. All that and call it Atlas A3. This is Comet Atlas A3.
We should call it
so this comet,
it's called
right? Some of them They get close, but like the last one, you couldn't really see it with the naked eye except for a specific time, specific day, right? This one is supposed to be the brightest thing in the sky come October.
Unless, of course, the moon is out or something like that. But it's beating out Betelgeuse, apparently, with a apparent brightness of 0.42.
Yeah.
Because I'm a scientist to know what that means.
Yeah. Well, it says it may even reach a magnitude of 5. And that's bright. That would be like the brightest thing in the sky. Brian Smith, welcome from Plattsburgh, New York. I know the land just south of there. I've been to Plattsburgh. I've been to the Olympic Arena.
Well, this thing is probably going to be like visible to people, though. This headline is misleading. It's brighter than stars in the sky.
Yeah, some of the stars in the sky, not necessarily all of them.
Well, not only that, but it conveniently leaves out things like the moon and the planets, especially Venus, which is typically, if the moon isn't around, Venus is probably one of the brightest things in the sky.
Right.
So it's not really pushing that, but brighter than, the stars in the sky.
Yeah, so you'll be able to see this thing with your naked eye at some point in the coming fall.
They manipulated the headline, and now I have animosity for them.
Greenleaf says he will take some photos and videos of the comet. Awesome.
Now,
I think that's the equivalent to our cave drawings nowadays.
We're going to be able to see
We got to take selfies with the comet, right?
They found it.
So, yeah, this was just found, right? They just found out about this comet. They don't know that it's ever been seen here before. It's January 9th they found it.
Suchin Shan is Mandarin for Purple Mountain.
There you go.
But of course, y'all knew that.
Yeah, it's the Purple Mountain comet.
I'm the uneducated one. Where are you going to be able to see it from? Like, the whole world?
It's supposed to be, the whole world will see it. I believe in our area, we'll see it around sunrise.
I hate when I got to get up in
early in the morning to see these things. In the eastern sky, you'll see this thing. So looking forward to the next harbinger of doom.
It's coming.
The last one that came didn't get close enough to give us the doom factor so much, right? It just ratcheted up tensions. I think this one will be the straw that broke the camel's back. So,
fuck is this guy talking
get
about?
ready for fall.
You threatening me?
It's brighter than Livingston Man's future. Somehow I doubt that. You are an incredible filmmaker, Livingston Man.
Kind of rising. Kind of not even at my perihelion yet. Sorry, did I hit you with the big word?
Oh, there it is. Some random dude put it out there. It's on an 80,000 year retrograde orbit. Interesting.
That really hits home to me.
Yeah.
I felt that.
Retrograde orbit.
Say it again. With 139-degree inclination relative to the elliptic plane, the comet will reach perihelion on September 28th, 2024 at 0.39 astronomical units from the sun.
Fantastic. It's a lie. The Earth is flat. That's right. So when we flip over, we won't be able to see it.
Listen, the sun is just a spotlight. They move across the top of the dome, you guys. Idiots. And don't get me started. Like, how does Australia work? I don't know. No one does.
You got it. You have to ask Black Star Boys. He'll tell you. He'll tell you how Australia works.
If you don't subscribe to him, you should. Throw the man some love. He is the
correspondent from tomorrow.
He's the wonder from down under. The correspondent from tomorrow. Yeah. Tomorrow's news today.
That's right. From Black Star Boys. Hunter says, food? No, I got nothing, man. I'm out of Red Bull, too. I might have to walk off for this.
Food? What kind of question is that? I mean, yes. Yes. I mean, are you offering food? Yeah.
Are you cooking dinner, man?
Dude, that's what we got.
Yeah, we're living under a dome, says SRD. Hey, could be. Dome life, bro.
Well, I think
is this just like the big biodome?
No, see the new model. The new model is a hot dog Earth. It's like a cylindrical tube that we all live on.
Oh, so it's not flat.
But there's also like a meaty inside to it that you could, I guess, possibly enter.
The SRD says it separates the waters below from the waters above.
And everywhere you go, if you just keep going, there's just like the ice wall, and if you penetrate that, you fall off into space. It's over with.
Jay Creature says, just add Nike's purple tracksuit and refreshments. You got your comment. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. Drink the Kool-Aid. The comet's coming. Our comet's flat. No, I don't think so.
I should get a purple tracksuit. You know, I'm really leaning towards like purple tracksuit and like a gold chain. Like I'll show my macho chest hair.
The cheesy Amazon tracksuit.
How you doing?
Winning streak. Welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. So do you think the comet's going to bring the doom? Guys, give me a 1 in the chat. If this fall, the comet is going to bring about the doom with it. Is that when it's all going to happen? Is it going to be a Wednesday this fall?
It'll be, now he was saying its perihelion is closest to the Earth was going to be
September 28th. Yeah.
And then I saw something about like October 3rd was going to be possibly its like peak brightness just because of its angle or what have you.
Yep.
But so some people think that comets, when they go by, especially their coma behind
all that trail
but
is
there's no
dust,
telling,
right?
and there's no telling exactly what's in that dust, and is there perhaps like extraterrestrial viruses or bacteria
There it is.
or toxins
There
or
it
things,
is.
and do they dust the planet with this? There's some folks that would posit that Black Death was caused by such a thing.
There you go.
This is called the miasma theory. Before they knew about germs and viruses, if you believe in that sort of hogwash, they thought that there was this bad air. Like they knew that there was something they were breathing that was bad, but they thought it was like a poison, like a toxin, more than like germs and microorganisms like we know them now. So they called it was a miasma. Like they thought it was bad air. So it gave rise to the practice when people would get sick, they would go to a place with like fresh air.
Oh yeah, take them to the country. Open the window. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They were on the right track, but they didn't know what they were talking about. But comets actually, if you're inclined to think that way, give you a little bit of evidence for a miasma. Again, your atmosphere is being dusted with, I mean, honestly, who knows really what.
Yeah.
And can it cause problems? We can't say it doesn't. Because you can't. If you don't know, then you can't say it doesn't.
Correct.
And so we don't know.
Well, it's like, the chances of getting stampeded by a hippopotamus are low. But
Well, sure, but we know what happens when you explode a fucking derailed train in a place and it burns and like puts all the stuff in the air, that it causes problems downwind of it and stuff. So,
oh yeah, big time.
There's no. I don't know that there's evidence. But I'm just saying that.
Yardbird said that people in the Middle Ages were conspiracy theorists too, huh? Hey, they're getting proved true left and right.
I heard it said that conspiracy theorists should be called experts because we haven't been wrong in a long time.
It's true. Hashtag winning. Let's see. Eric says black mold and asthma equals a bad week. Oh man, that's rough, bro. I hope you got yourself a Jace case or some kind of antibiotics, man. That's one of the big preps. I'm really glad that we hooked up with them when we did. They're available. You can get them without a prescription. Well, you get them with a prescription. You just get it from an online physician. Easy process.
It cures Comet virus.
Well, it could. You never know. Hey, what is it? The WHO top 5 antibiotics are in that kit. It's no frills, no thrills, just what you need, and
no
and
jokes. Yeah,
don't.
it's extremely useful, and if you should.
Hey, it saved my ass Christmas time, man. That nasty sinus infection I had, the
Jace
amoxicillin saved me.
Now, I hate to be premature, but do we not offer a coupon code or some kind of link to that?
I linked to it. Yeah,
we got a link to it in the bio.
We got an affiliate link with them.
Description below.
I don't know if there's any coupons or anything.
Check out Jace Case. Absolutely, like an essential. Yeah. If you're a prepper and you don't have one of these, like you got to get one.
Eric says, do they give prednisone? Now, I know Jace Medical is working on expanding their lineup beyond just antibiotics.
Now, is prednisone, is that like an anti-allergy type of thing?
That's a steroid.
Folks with breathing troubles?
Correct. Okay. Correct. My mother Spark says, where's your link? It should be in the description section of the video. Yeah.
Russian Android pimps are already here, baby. I already paved the way for the takeover. Finally, someone gets it.
Texas Surplus Pro says we need a new term.
Robert Winslow, congratulations. You win the internet.
Was coined by the government to shut down discussion. I agree.
So the Majestic 12, right? Everybody heard of them, right? So There was 11 experts who worked for the government who were like, this is like the thing that happened. And they employed this 12th guy to literally like Alex Jones the situation, and blow that portion so that he would get made fun of and people would discredit the entire thing in general. Very true. Like
pseudoephedrine works. Is that true? I honestly don't know.
Who's running this show? Them or us?
I honestly
I'll shut this.
Marco,
chat
thank
off.
you so much
I
for
will turn
sending
it
the McWick link out there. McWick fire starters are absolutely fantastic. Texas Surplus Pro wants to know how we bring back Truth Slayer. Mirror gas mask supports your dust theory. That's funny, Jay Creature.
We don't know that there isn't like Comet dust.
Hey man, gas masks are freaking expensive. I went to Mirror Safety site.
Just another ploy by the rich. Will survive,
So
and you won't. We can afford the
I
gas.
go
masks. You
and
can.
I look and I put 4 medium size because I don't know what size. That's another thing that you need to know, what size your face is for proper fitment on a gas mask.
And I hate to break it to you guys, but you know, to scrape that shit off your chin.
Beard's got to go. Beard's got to
Scrape
go.
that shit off your chin.
The 4 masks, CBRN rated, and 4 filters, CBRN filters for the masks, was like almost $1,500 without shipping from these guys. So if you got a family of 4 and you are serious about making it through whatever, it's a lot of money, man. It's a big investment. I know it's tax season, so if you guys are thinking about making an investment,
Buy real shit with your fake money
That's
now
it.
before you can't.
yeah,
For the
3
love of
minutes,
God, please.
3 minutes without breathable air, guys, and we are in deep shit. So
Then you got 3 hours without
you got
shelter.
to be able to breathe. And another thing about the filters is the length of time. Some of them are only good for a few hours, pending the conditions. So something to think about, you know.
Like medical gear. It requires like training to use properly,
Absolutely.
especially like military ones. The surplus Russian ones are pretty easy. You ever see those things? It's like this condom you stretch over your head. Gah, it sucks, but it'll save your life, and you need literally no knowledge in how to use it.
Do the masks have a hole drilled so you can smoke? No, but these ones actually did have the little straw in them so you can hook your canteen to it and actually drink through your mask. No-go surplus, plenty of clean NATO ones floating around if you need bulk. Excellent,
Now,
Surplus Pro.
These Texas guys, though, they got it a little good down there. You got it a little good down there. Just gonna tell you that. Okay, check your privilege. Okay, all us New Yorkers wish we had Texas.
The
we had
filters
Texas laws around here, but we don't.
Exactly. The filters are the big thing. CBRN rated, and you need to know the lifespan. You need to know how long you can actually use those filters for, and if they're still good. A lot of people go to like Sportsman's Guide. I've seen them on there for like $30. You're like, oh man, a mask for $30.
If you're lucky,
and you grab one.
If you're lucky, that's official NATO issue from like 1972.
Yeah.
All right, it's for prop and like purposes only. You're not intended to risk your life with this thing.
Exactly. Terry Johnson, welcome. POTB says also, if you don't shave, they're worthless. 100%, bro. 100%. That if you carry a gas mask in your kit, you should also carry some sort of razor to be able to shave your face so you get proper fitment of your mask.
I hate to break it to you, weak-chinned fucking, beards are just men catfishing. I'm telling you. Imagine marrying a man and he shaves his face one day and you're like, who is this man? I think about it daily.
I know you need permits to own a gas mask in New York. Yeah.
What?
No. Not yet. But they're working on it. Believe that. Go get a permit to get a gas mask in New York. That's coming.
Well, they're going to definitely be like, what do you think you need this for? I'm like, I don't know. My house smells like fucking feces. My septic hasn't been pumped in
case
years.
One of these trains that goes up and down the tracks falls off its rails.
Okay.
That just seems to be the thing anymore.
These recent infrastructure failures prove to me that your small town, your little place where nothing happens,
something could happen.
And could become like a Chernobyl like type event.
Absolutely.
It's another thing to think about in your preps is the big outside forces, Russia, China, all this stuff. It's going to be something like a stupid train fell off the rails like 10 miles from your house. And now like you can't go home and shit.
Yeah.
All right. So keep in mind, like, everybody loves to zoom way out and look at the bigger picture, but in some cases you got to look like closer.
Yeah, you really need to look close to home. It
You have train tracks near your house that carry tankers,
Yeah, this thing could happen anywhere, guys. Absolutely. Absolutely.
and the infrastructure is no good like anywhere. Unless
It's
you,
true.
I mean,
It's true.
I don't know where.
No matter how many bills they passed or how many millions or
Infrastructure
trillions that
bill,
they
we had
say
one.
they're
We had
putting
one.
into it, do you see it happening in your neck of the woods? Do you see the infrastructure improvements in your neck of the woods? Because I know we don't see shit here except giant freaking potholes.
Power
It is
lines.
pothole season. I do see the power lines.
Giant
I do see the
power
power
lines
lines.
that don't
However,
benefit us.
however,
They're
those
just
power
passing
lines,
through.
those power lines were in production long before Biden was ever
Yeah,
elected.
that was an Andrew Cuomo thing.
Yeah, that was long before. He
Remember
was
him?
elected. Yeah.
Bet
yeah.
y'all wish Cuomo was in office, huh?
Old
Even
Andy.
he knew not to do what this woman does. I tell you, this Kathy Hochul, man.
My mother
he was
Spark
her insurance.
says her husband is not allowed to shave. He will have to die in the noxious gases. He is not. He has to die handsome. He's not allowed to shave. There it is. There it is. Godspeed, my friend. Billy Bird says, prepare yourselves to live like a hunted animal. That could be coming, man. That really, really could be.
I'm like the weird, like jacked up hunted animal that's in its underwear on like Four Locos with like a shotgun. Though, so I mean, I don't know what animals you hunt, but I ought to be pretty interesting to try to go on safari for. I figure so. Most dangerous game. Who's really playing?
Let's see. Ghost Lincoln says, I have train tracks within 5 minutes away from me. That's close. That's close. Robert Lennon has them running through the backyard.
If you live in any like the crux of the catch-22 of railroads is they have them everywhere. Not only do they go through extremely rural areas, but they go right into the centers of like population. Every major city is probably a rail hub also. So these things are moving about all the time. And I've seen it also pointed out that train derailments aren't really a new thing. They happen all the time. They're just either not reported on or nobody cares until there's a fucking mushroom cloud over Ohio.
Yeah.
But the fact remains that it could be anybody, your backyard tomorrow. Depends on if, like, I don't know.
Really could be. Really could be.
And from what I understand, the rail unions and everybody has been screaming about safety and stuff.
The
and
workers.
been ignored.
The workers.
And been ignored.
Yeah.
So-
Well, that was, the Biden administration came in and said, hey,
cost
let's
effective.
just take care of this. Let's just take care of this. You get this, you get that. And that's the end of it. Mrs. B. Local says, Mr. B. Local can't shave either. He's going to have to go down with my mother Sparks' husband.
I'm sorry, you guys.
Yeah.
I hate
It's been real.
I'm not going to state the obvious, but I know what everybody is thinking is that your girl thinks you look goofy with your real face.
Yeah. It's not the truth. It's not the truth. They just become accustomed to you with your facial hair. My dogs, on the other hand, they might freak out.
I hate it personally. I can't stand it. It gets to be about 3-4 weeks in if I even
He
make it
can't
that
get
far.
past the itchy phase, man. You got to get past the
Nope.
itchy phase.
Off you go.
Gotta
Can't
get
be
past
doing
the
it.
itchy phase. When it starts to get unmanageable, it's time to trim it up. I usually don't let it get too awful long.
Well, I'm not gonna say you're hating on beards, and I also don't want to make it appear like I think about bearded men like a lot. But I feel like y'all are like country musicians. It's like you all like just look the same, like
Mad Chad says, I have 2 beards, so I have to shave them both to wear the gas mask. Probably, man, probably. Or at least get it, up to a killer handlebar mustache. If you can roll it all around into your cheeks, you might be able to keep some of it, right?
Well, and I think too then is a prep that if this is a thing and whether you're going to shave or not is you got to put a means to do so. That whole like scraping you off with the K-bar thing, like that's not
your
feasible.
K-bar is probably not sharp enough.
Or you're going to like cut the hell out of your face. You're going to be like all messed up. You know what I mean? Like we just maybe just
Yeah.
Or, listen, we all got jackeries and generators and all this cool stuff. Listen, lawnmower 3, 4, 5.0, whatever they got. That thing can that'll take off some rough hairs, bro.
But yeah, man, you have to, if you have a gas mask, you have to have a razor, a shaver, something in your kit. Your beard is short enough. You could probably get a seal and a gas mask. Yeah, probably is not something you want to work with when you're talking about deadly chemicals.
I probably won't inhale
Right.
gamma radiation.
So think about
Don't put an air on your face. Don't do it, or your head. Don't do it.
think about these threats in your area. Do you have a chemical factory nearby? Do you have these train tracks nearby? And what is the wind direction between you and these threats? That's another big thing. If it's, if it's 5 miles away, but the wind is always in the other direction, you probably don't have to worry about it too much. If it's, something that you're typically downwind of, that's something you're going to want to think about, guys, because it blows your way, you're in deep shit. Now you're talking about grab your bags, throw it all in your car, and get the hell out of Dodge while you still can.
While shaving your face. Now,
Yeah, while shaving your face and getting your gas mask
now
on,
this
right?
is where your wife can help you out, because your wife can drink coffee, eat breakfast, do her makeup, and drive the car while posting to Instagram. So,
Yeah.
honestly, you need to step up your game.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you.
Eric says the disposable razors are cheap. Correct. Make sure you put a couple of them in there, man. If you're trying to get rid of something like this with one razor and no shaving cream, it's going to suck. And the cheaper ones that you buy, it's going to be even harder to do.
Your only other option, you get one of those big, like, inflatable, like the Grimace suit with the, like...
Oh, yeah, the whole bio bubble. Yeah.
You can do
Just
that.
swipe the card, guys. Just swipe the
Just
card.
do it,
yeah,
man.
it just goes on that little piece of plastic and stays there forever.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah, you have to.
I can't believe that
So-
this man will come out in public in a purple tracksuit.
Yeah,
In a purple
said your
tracksuit.
hairstyle went
Oh,
out
great.
with the conspiracy theories.
Fucking Grimace want to talk shit about my haircut. This is great. Hey, you guys.
So another thing that you could put in your kit if you had some stubble and you need a good tight seal and a gas mask is Vaseline. You can totally just goop up the side of your face and stick that sucker to it and get a real good seal around your face. All jokes aside, that will help you out if you're scruffily and you need to get a mask with a good seal on it.
If you're worried about it, I mean, I smoke like 2 packs of cigarettes a day. I survived. I survived the vid.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
I'm like,
chemical-
what's the little
the chemical-
nuclear fallout, dude? You know, what?
He'll be all right.
How you apes want to live forever?
No, I don't know. But I would like to pick the hill that I die on. That's all.
I picked the hill I die on when I decided I ain't wearing this mask no more.
Tracy K says just get some wax strips for your face. Oh my good Lord. I tell you what, I've tried to like pluck one of those gray hairs you get that sticks straight out like this, and it's staring at you in the mirror everywhere you go. And it's longer than all the other ones. And it's right here and it keeps tickling your face, and I grab it and I go to pluck it out and it just will not come off the chin. The whole chin is coming off my face, but the hair won't leave. Could you imagine doing that with like all of this attached to it? Just trying to, just rip the skin right off. Yeah, that's why I got the razors in there, man. That's why I got the razors.
Excuses to me. Some of us decided to live in a civilized manner until I don't have to anymore. When it comes to the SHTF, am I going to worry about shaving my face? Probably not.
No. K. Paul says he has baby oil and 2 razors with each mask. Good call, my man. Good call. You got to think these things through. You really do. You have to war game every piece of gear, everything that you have. You need to know its purpose, right?
It's a good thing. Like I see a lot of very like intuitive like thoughts. Like people are like they're putting their kits together, but then you can tell they're using them like they're evolving, like thinking more about it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
And adding to it, it's honestly great. And the next thing you have to do is once you get into prepping in this manner, is then you have to make sure that your stuff stays organized
and up to date. That's another thing
and
too.
Accessible.
So a lot of folks buy bulk medical supplies, right? You buy that huge thing of Band-Aids, the giant thing of Neosporin, all of this stuff because it's cheaper to buy in bulk. But all that stuff expires, man. All that stuff expires. And, some of it doesn't take the abuse of being in an IFAC that's rustled around in the kit all the time and it's in the bottom of the bag and it's always getting jostled around. So you've got to check that stuff and make sure your bandages are still sealed. Your
Nothing got wet.
tubes of saline didn't rupture because you left them in the car and they froze. I found that one out. That happened to me.
Oh, your salt water froze?
Well, I had a saline bottle in there and it got super, super cold. Plus the thing was like sliding around in the back of the truck and it ruptured and ruined a bunch of my medical gear. So I don't keep all those eggs in one basket anymore. I found it's better to have it spread about the house and the vehicle and everything else.
It's same with medications, especially antibiotics can become toxic once they
Exposed
expire.
to sunlight, yeah, and
stuff
expire.
like this.
Yeah, that's
and so
another thing.
you can actually, you're killing yourself with the stone.
Yep. K. Paul says Vaseline might affect the rubber in the mask. Good call, my friend. Good call. POTB.
Silicone-based lubricants are always the best, or if you can go with a water-based lubricant.
POTB says layer the purpose as well. Items themselves serves a few different needs. It's always better than an expensive one that covers one thing. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't like the one and done tools. I find that they do each job okay, but none of them well. You know what I mean? Like a multi-tool type thing.
You wish there was such a thing, but there honestly just isn't. Like
they're kind of. I mean, a good Leatherman is not gimmicky. Those have their place, but I would much rather have a regular screwdriver than the little flip out thing on the Leatherman. But in a pinch, it'll get something done for you.
Yeah. Same goes with knives and flashlights. The rule of thumb is like you need 3 knives. You need a little pocket knife you're going to do dumb stuff with.
Yep.
You need
a fixed blade.
A fixed blade, and like if you're so inclined, like more of like a one for combat purposes.
Okay.
But in my pack, I have like a utility knife. I have a Gerber LMF, super thick tang, a full like just chunk of metal.
A beater. Yeah.
You can chop. It's a work knife. You don't fight with it. But you got to have that little pocket knife too to just like open boxes and trim your nails and do stuff with. Flashlights too. You need a really big one that can really light shit up. You need a little one in your pocket you can just read maps with, and you need a headlight.
Starfleet Command wants to know which antibiotics become toxic. Livingston man, could you take us down that rabbit hole?
For the record, I believe. All right, now maybe I'm going to either be proven wrong or back this up. But amoxicillin, to wit.
Okay.
Amoxicillin becomes toxic after a certain period of time. Now, I'm willing to check this my own damn self right now.
Yeah, we're gonna do the deep dive
again?
in this.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you do. Thanks, Wikipedia.
There you go.
Oh, Wikipedia here, not toxic. You know what? We should have just went to Google.
Yeah.
Daddy Google, I got a question for you.
Just ask it, what antibiotics become toxic over time? Michelle the Great says, I will administer the wax. Rip the beard right off your
everyone
face.
Thirsty in the chat? Is that what's going on here? Practically speaking, there's a handful of drugs known to degrade quite quickly. That's the first absolute thing.
Nitroglycerin tablets,
insulin
and
and
tetracycline. An
Now,
antibiotic may become toxic to the kidneys after it expires.
Can I use prescription drugs?
There you go, right there. Click on that
Well,
one
any of
because
the
that's from our good friends at Jace Medical. It says, will any of the antibiotics become toxic over time? Okay, so here's the gig. It says antibiotic expiration dates indicate the final day that the particular manufacturer can guarantee the potency and safety of a specific medication. While studies of antibiotics stability are tested on products at least 2 to 3 years, manufacturers consider long-term stability testing unnecessary because current expiration dates are considered an acceptable time frame.
So I was mistaken then. So in all of the classes of the antibiotics that Jace Medical offers, every single one of them ends with, if taken far beyond the expiration date,
it's non-toxic, but maybe less effective in treating infections. So they have what you would call that a half-life.
Sure.
So for every length of time, they are half as effective as they would be.
But some of them, like we said, nitroglycerin tablets, which are essential for people
with heart conditions. Yeah.
Insulin, which is another big one.
Yep.
And tetracycline. Now, I've only ever seen that administered as fish medicine.
Antibiotics. That's a very powerful antibiotic.
But if you are the type who would perhaps, buy in bulk at the pet store to perhaps treat not your fish, keep that in
expiration
mind.
dates, they will not become harmful, especially anything in the Jace case. Now, I know that they have done studies on antibiotics and tested them 20 years down the road and found that they were still effective at treating infection compared to nothing. So that's something to think about. Now, stored properly is a big thing. That's a big thing. Cool, dry place that does not get too hot, right? Cool and dry.
Away from sun too.
The sunlight is a big time no-no.
Okay, I'm glad we put that to bed because I didn't know that. I was under the impression that certain
antibiotics were toxic.
Became toxic after a time.
You never know. You never know.
Or perhaps less effective, but not toxic.
That's right. This and That with Matt. Welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. This is it. You're here. You have arrived. There it is. Kablooey. Love that thing.
The Manscaped company, it's what I'm talking about, though.
Yep.
Lawnmower 5.2 or whatever they got at this point. The one I got the 3.0. That thing can saw through a patch of pubic hair like you wouldn't even. You ever heard of like
Good
a chainsaw? Like
just come off the rails, lads.
Well, it's the 15-minute mark, so it's free for all.
That's it. Let it go. So, folks in the chat, what is your top reason we all gonna die this Wednesday? Who's pushing it on you? Who's pushing the fear porn on you?
Show us in the chat where Canadian Prepper hurt you.
Texas Surplus Pro says, I recall something about 100-year-old aspirin still being good, but of course it didn't test as potent, so the dosing was off.
Well, that old stuff, I mean, they were just like, you got demons in your blood. Here's some cocaine with alcohol on it.
You should totally do cocaine about it.
You got demons in your blood.
Let's see. Robert Winslow says, break out the guitars and play us a tune. Well, that's all on the Livingston, man. I cannot do that. I knew they were taking bong hits. Unfortunately, no bong hits. No,
I don't have that kind of like lung capacity.
Yeah. Johnny Prep says Canadian Prepper gave him a bad touch.
He did, right? And he's like that. That's why I hit him with a breakfast sandwich. He was standing there, breathing heavy. Just punched him.
Jay Creature says, I once spent an entire week nocturnal training in night vision in a little creek. At Little Creek, first few days was basically how not to trip over yourself. I'm sure depth perception in those things is like completely negated, right?
Woof.
You get no depth perception.
It's like VR goggles, but you're like free to roam about wherever you want. Like, must be so weird.
Yep. Let's see. Wolfang says Cocaine Bear is going to kill us all. He did.
They killed him?
He died as soon as he ate the cocaine in real life, but fictional stories.
So real bear ate that cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought this was not a documentary.
Well, it was a true story, but they embellished on it a little bit. It was based on it loosely on a true story. Man.
I'm dry too. This sucks.
Nothing
terrible.
to do.
Absolutely terrible.
Nothing to do. I see you got your guitar pick. He's thinking about it.
Play a song.
He's
I'm
thinking
like, I
about
don't know
it.
what song would I even play.
Yeah.
I can give him one verse. You know a song. I know we'll play a song. We tried this once before. We got one. About rich people sucking.
It's about rich people sucking.
Some folks are born made to wave the flag, the red, white, and blue. And when the band plays Hail to the Chief, Lord, they point the cannon at you. It ain't me, I ain't no fortunate one, no. It ain't me, I ain't no fortunate son, no.
There it was.
We can't go too far or else they start bitching about it.
You can kiss the monetization goodbye.
Is that band sued its own singer for sounding like himself? You can't fuck with CCR, man, right? Thank you very much, you guys. I love you. Peace. Good night.
Tony says,
Beer
banjo
always-
song from Deliverance. No, I can't do any of it, man. I can't do.
I don't know about it's a banjo, man. I ain't got no banjos. I got no banjo.
No banjos. Who knew Livingston Man? Wow, love that.
I got this
Yeah,
whiskey-soaked voice.
He is quite the musician. If you've been to any local watering holes, you may have seen the Livingston Man perform for you in the past. He wears many hats. He goes by many names. Yeah.
I've been around, man. I started with the music, especially the guitar. I love playing that damn thing.
Yeah.
I know what it's called.
Firefly says, do you play out at anywhere?
No.
Once upon a time.
I used to, yeah, but now I just
Yeah,
so
now he just makes Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival's awesome music.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? I've been in local bands, my whole life, and I could probably just turn on my webcams and go live and play for more people ever. It's like
Hunter says a concert at his house this summer. All are invited. Be careful. We'll turn it into a block party, buddy. We'll turn it into a block party. Billy Bird says things Canadian Prepper and Survival Lily have in common. They're both not Americans, yet they both want your American dollars. Amen. Amen. So, being that everybody has stuck around so long tonight and drug through this hodgepodge of a live stream this evening.
I'll tell you, it's a fun one.
Yeah. Do you play any Irish drinking songs? Says Pat S.
I was hoping that somebody would ever ask me. I know one. I'll give you another quick verse of one.
Okay. All right. Here we go. There it is.
Tim Finnegan lived in Watland Street, a gentle Irishman, mighty hard, and a beautiful brogue so rich and sweet. Her eyes in the world, he carried her on. See, sort of a tipping way, with a love for the liquor, poor Tim was born. Help him on with his work every day, and a drop for the catheter every morn. Yeah, I know some Irish songs or two.
A couple. Roaming Prepper, have a great night, my friend. Stay safe, buddy.
He couldn't take it. He started, and Billy left too. Probably couldn't handle Irish music. See,
Billy,
look at him. I gotta hate.
Well, let's see. Hunter and
Haters
says, bring it. I'll get the fireworks. You got it. So being that everybody's stuck with us through the hodgepodge tonight, Livingston Man, can we give them a little something? We got a little something for you. Perhaps a sneak peek into the very next polar eclipse episode.
If you
say, you got to give me. I need to see a 1 in the chat if you guys want to see just a little bit behind the curtains of the polar eclipse.
The next
episode 4.
Episode 4.
Yes,
You have not seen. You have not seen.
Yes. Tell me. I need a 1 in the chat if you want to see it. Give me the ones. I'll wait. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. There's 6. There's 7. Oh, yeah. There it is. See how long that delay is, guys? That's how long the delay is for us.
Without further ado,
enjoy
a new piece of music for you too.
Well, now what?
go around.
Oh, yeah. There you have it. There you have it.
The next episode.
That's right. That's right.
We finally go outside, you guys.
Yeah,
Okay?
gotta get out of that.
We finally went outside, all right? I know you've been waiting.
Yeah.
Finally some color in the video.
Yeah, other than, the bunker red.
Prepper red.
Bunker red. Yeah, that was, it was an intense time in my life in that bunker. Pretty intense. Pretty intense. I'm happy to be out of it now. Happy to be out of. But yeah, much more coming soon. We're kind of writing the story as we go. As you guys may know, this is a spin-off of NY Prepper's Dark Winter series. So I want to thank my good buddy NY Prepper for coming up with some awesome world for us to live in this series. Hunter says you can zombify my ATV and use it. Hey, all right. Appreciate it.
All right, I'm going to crash it, though.
Livingston Man's a wild child on an ATV. XNYC Prepper, welcome. Just got back from Central PA. Bought a new puppy, a beagle. Named him Hunter, not Biden. Hey, all right. Congratulations on the new pup. I hope he treats you well. Mrs. B Local says, Mike, Leah says you're pretty cool. Leah, we think you're pretty cool. Thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight on the We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
He's got insurance on it. You want a new one, bud?
Game on.
We can get you a new one.
Game on.
We can get you a new one.
Michelle the Great just got a new bully as well. Congratulations on the pups. They're a great addition to a family. I love dogs. My favorite thing. And some cats are cool too. Not a big cat guy, but I do like some cats. I like other people's cats.
Then that makes you the anomaly, really, because the way I am is like my cats are awesome. Your cats are assholes.
Well, that could be the case.
But not really, because I kind of just love all cats. I'm like, give me kitty. We have these like feral cats at work. They like snuff the rats and pigeons and stuff on the farm. I'm like, come here, but they're like vicious killers and don't like people.
Yeah,
but I'm like,
the real apex predator.
Not
the one that roams around your house.
People are like, how are you going to touch that cat? I'm like, well, I said, come here, kitty.
Yeah, didn't listen.
He came here.
Robert just got one too. See, that's it. Anyone want a free cane Corso? My house isn't big enough. I've already got 2 four-legged family running around the house, and a third one would just put it over the top. Yeah, put it over the top. Michelle the Great says, I do, Jay. See, there you go.
You do. Don't you know?
So I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with us on this We All Gonna Die Wednesday. If you could do us a favor, smash that like button. If you're still here, if you're enjoying yourself, if you had a good time, if you think the Livingston Man looks like the lead singer from REM,
apparently in the 80s.
Like
I wasn't even. I missed that, but I mean, I wasn't there for the 80s. I was like, kind of like, I don't know, 4 years old or something. So yeah, it wasn't.
Hey, I was around for all of the 80s. All of it.
I knew MTV was like a mystery to me. We didn't have cable till I was like 15 years old. Like I just wasn't a thing. We had the antenna on top of the house. You could like turn this dial and it would physically move this
antenna.
Like, array on top.
That's incredible.
Cable.
Eric says, I'm not sure if SHTF will happen before we move south, but if I could use a radio guy or mechanic, I'm not that far away. Appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you guys haven't gotten with a local tribe yet, check out the Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival group. The link is down in the description section below the video. Facebook group, it's absolutely fantastic. A lot of great people in there. Come
hang out with like all 15 of us that post in that, and it's a good
true.
time.
It's true. The old mutt is there to light the way. He is constantly posting in there.
If you come in and drop the hashtag Old Mutts Kids.
Yeah, you got to put the hashtag before it though.
So that's necessary.
Yeah. It's
otherwise they couldn't
Old
spell
Mutts
it, right?
Kids. That's right.
Otherwise they wouldn't know what to do. Is that better, you guys?
And that hashtag is to be used with your Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival merch, your patch, your if you got a pack of Mickwicks, post them up. Cool picture. Hashtag Old Mutts Kids. And we will enter you in a drawing for something cool on the
Old
spring
Mutts
solstice.
Skids. That's what I saw it too. I saw it too.
Yeah. You
Skids.
can't, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Thanks, my mothers.
I'll give you $5 if you actually walk up to them and dare to call them Skids.
Ghost Lincoln, honestly, slow tribe growth is the best tribe growth. To just accept people in with open arms is foolish. So it's very good to take your time and slowly grow this thing.
Well, yeah, don't like come out to your coworkers like, how you doing, you guys? I'm a right-wing extremist who embraces the survivalist.
Hey, man, I
mentality.
don't. Preparedness
How you
is
doing?
not necessarily
Plant seeds. Plant the seeds of these. And often you might find folks like this if you're like a person who goes to church. You might be surprised what your fellow congregation probably has a lot of the same things in mind.
Yeah.
But maybe like you just it isn't being shared, and so y'all don't know. You might be surprised what the next guy or gal or them.
Yeah, what they're doing at home.
You know.
Yeah, talk to people. You got to talk to people. Mrs. B Local says, "Do you have any T-shirts on hand?" No, I do not have them.
How much for this one? All right. I start the bidding at $5. Pre-warned,
so
I won't even wash it. All right,
right below the video should be a link to our
trying to
Teespring.
make some money here.
Sorry, you can't have the Livingston Man shirt. You get
totally
a brand new
have my
one from Teespring in the description section below.
I didn't ask if they want the shirt. I asked who wanted the shirt.
It was Mrs. B Local.
I start the bidding at $20. I won't even wash it.
Outlaw says, "Plant the seeds. I just yell at the top of my lungs." Hey, sometimes you got to do that.
This way
POTB
too, you know,
says,
I mean,
I
let's not
dump a
hold
truckload of water on it. That's the way to do it, man. And sometimes it doesn't take much.
Well, you'll start to get an idea. You'll be like, this guy, I think, this dude is one of us, man.
Yeah,
you know, and you just be like, hey, man, you ever go camping, or you ever?
Exactly. I mean, you really want to find out right away, just play one of our live streams while you're working around them, just like in the background, like playing all the time. And if they're like, yo, these guys are crazy, then they're probably not with it. But if they're like, yo, these guys are cool.
Please don't call me based or act like I know things.
Mrs. B Local says, sold at $5.
I got to get 20. It's a Carhartt.
I just got to be able to replace it, right? Just got to be able to replace it. But thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you being here. And hey, we'll have some more stuff coming out soon. The
pipeline is
oh man, Polar Eclipse is the pipeline. But there's some other things that we want to get into. There's some other gear that we want to show you guys. There's some
we've acquired some new actual gear along the way here, but never mind all this apocalypse nonsense we've been LARPing. We still know how to do the thing. We just been doing the other thing. So, and thank you for everybody who's checked it out and for your support.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Check out the Operation Polar Eclipse if you haven't seen it. It's up, it's ready. You can watch it whenever you want, whenever it's convenient for you. I think Greenleaf watched it first thing this morning. He commented he woke up and watched that. So that's a fine wake up right there.
Heavy.
Hit you like a cup of coffee. I tell you what. Bam. But thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate you joining us, and we will catch you next Totalitarian Tuesday. Good Lord willing.
We'll discuss the overreach. Now, we didn't hear from Black Star, so that doesn't
tomorrow.
It doesn't bode well.
Tomorrow's on hold, man.
All right, tomorrow has not checked in. So
yeah. So look in the comment section on this particular live stream for the Black Star Boys, and check out his channel while you're at it. If he's there, we'll get it.
It's tomorrow's news.
Preparing
today.
Prepper. FLNY says, when is the next bug out weekend? That is in the works.
To be announced.
Yeah. I just got to go through the schedules and see when I got some free time, and we'll make it happen. I promise. I will promise. But thank y'all. We will see you soon. Have a great night. Stay safe, folks. Hudson Valley Prepping Survival, and we out of here.